So when talking about Nintendo's next generation system or the Switch 2, it's not that hard to believe that dev kits are probably out there in the wild, as we've heard multiple rumors from multiple sources saying that Nintendo has already given out dev kits for their next generation system, and there's already developers that are hard at work at trying to port over games to it, or maybe even making brand new games for it, so that they can have games ready for when the system is ready to launch. And just about a week or so ago, we had these reports that came out which talked about Nintendo potentially having shown developers demos of the Nintendo Switch 2 or their next-gen system behind closed doors at Gamescom, so it's not really that hard to believe that Nintendo has probably been showing developers dev kits and already giving them glimpses of the next-generation Nintendo system in terms of how powerful it's going to be, the capabilities that it's going to have, and the stuff that it's going to be able to run. But now it seems like we have an article that actually came out with some really interesting stuff, because we actually have a leaked email here as well, talking about the fact that Nintendo may have already talked about their next generation Nintendo system to developers as early as last year. Alright, so this is coming from The Verge, where it says right here, Activision was briefed on Nintendo's Switch 2 last year. And it says Activision executives met with Nintendo in December to discuss plans for a next generation Switch, which is described as closer to PS4 and Xbox One performance. And then if we take a look at the article right here, it says, rumors of a Nintendo Switch 2 announcement have grown recently after reports of developer demos at Gamescom last month. Now we know that Activision was briefed on a next-generation Nintendo Switch last year thanks to internal emails from the FTC versus Microsoft case. Activision executives, including CEO Bobby Kotick, met with Nintendo executives in December 2022 to discuss a next-generation Switch. In an internal email chain, Chris Schackenberg, I think that's how you say it, head of Activision's platform strategy and partner relations, prepared a summary of the Switch NG, Switch Next Generation, inside of a document labeled NG Switch Draft.pdf. The document is heavily redacted, but it does reveal that performance of the next generation Switch will be close to that of a PS4 and Xbox One. And this is the excerpt right here from the email. It says, given the closer alignment to Gen 8 platforms in terms of performance and our previous offerings on PS4/Xbox One, it is reasonable to assume we could make something compelling for the next generation Switch as well. It would be helpful to secure early access to development hardware prototypes and prove that out nice and early. So yeah, it seems like this was actually something that came out. If you guys remember, this came out about like a few months ago. I think like back in June this came out, that the Switch 2 was going to be around PS4 and Xbox One level, and a lot of people didn't believe this, but yeah, this is now literally coming with proof from this email right here, which we can see in this image. So yeah, this is literally the email. We can see right here, it says from Zerza Armin. We even have the date. It was sent here on December 14th, 2022 at 2:03 p.m. Sent right here to Contact Bobby, the CEO of Activision. There's other people involved here as well. And then the subject is, it says right here, Nintendo executive briefing. And then for attachments, you have this December 1st, 2022 Nintendo executive summary.pdf, and then also a PDF that says next generation Switch draft. And yeah, it just says privileged and confidential. Bobby, please find the attached executive briefing with for our call with Furukawa-san tomorrow. So yeah, this was literally a call that was going to happen with the Nintendo president, Furukawa. So yeah, this isn't fake information. This is literally stuff that is coming out right here. And yeah, it just says here, the executive briefing summary and preparation materials were then sent on to Kotick ahead of the December 15th meeting with Nintendo CEO and President Shuntaro Furukawa. Kotick went on to testify in the FTC versus Microsoft hearing that he regretted not bringing Call of Duty to the Switch. This led to questioning from both FTC's lawyers and Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley about Call of Duty on the Switch. The FTC revealed that the agreement Microsoft signed with Nintendo also purports to bring a future Call of Duty game to a future Nintendo console if Microsoft's Activision Blizzard deal is approved by regulators. So yeah, of course, with all of the stuff that was happening here with like the whole deal, it just says here, even without Microsoft buying Activision, it's likely that Activision would on its own make Call of Duty available for Nintendo's future console, right? And then Kotick just says here, we would consider it once we had the specs, but we don't have them at present. We missed out on the opportunity for this past generation of Switch, but we'd like to wait until the specifications. We don't have any present plans to do so. Yeah, basically just as here, Nintendo has clearly been preparing key publishers like Activision for the next generation Switch for months now. VGC reported in July that a new Nintendo Switch is being planned for a 2024 release. The new console is set to include an LCD screen instead of the OLED and continue support for cartridge slots for playing physical releases of games. Earlier this month, Eurogamer reported that trusted developers got an early look at the Nintendo Switch 2 during Gamescom in August, including some tech demos of how games run on the unannounced system. There was reportedly a demo of an improved version of Zelda Breath of the Wild that's designed to run on the more advanced hardware inside of the Nintendo Switch 2. VGC then corroborated the claims and added that Nintendo also showcased Epic Games' The Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine 5 tech demo running on the hardware that Nintendo is targeting for its next generation Switch. The demo reportedly used Nvidia's DLSS upscaling technology with ray tracing enabled, suggesting that the chip inside the next Switch could be capable of delivering the latest AAA games. So yeah, there really isn't like any all new information here about the Switch 2, but I do find it very interesting how we do have like official confirmation now from this leaked email that Nintendo's own global president, Shuntaro Furukawa, Nintendo's executives, Activision CEO, and a lot of these other people have already begun having like these executive meetings and talking about the next generation Switch and its performance and potentially like having these deals to bring games to it and stuff as early as potentially like December of last year. And that means like since December of last year, all of this year, and the system is supposedly going to come out towards the end of 2024, so they probably have like all of the first half of 2024 as well. It definitely seems like Nintendo has been talking internally with developers and a lot of these people about their next generation system for a while, so they definitely do plan to have like a nice grand unveiling and probably showing like one of those pictures where they have like all of the different partners that they have working on the system. Or if you guys remember when the Nintendo Switch was originally revealed like back in 2016, Nintendo put out this picture here showing like all of the different developers that are already working on games for the Nintendo Switch. So I'd imagine that they probably want to do that with the next system as well. So that's probably what they're going to do. But it is nice to have like official confirmation that, yeah, Nintendo has done this already in like December of 2022, because we have like the rumors that come out like, oh, Nintendo might have shown like this Gamescom demo and stuff like that they shown about the Switch 2. But that stuff, while it is very likely, we don't have any definitive confirmation. Whereas here we have a literal email right here from December 2022 that this executive meeting did actually happen and they were talking about a next-gen Switch. And so yeah, if Nintendo has already started talking with developers like Activision about a next-gen Switch from as early as December of last year, then I'm sure that there's many dev kits that are already out there now from this year, and maybe you have gotten them even earlier, and there's already games that are being prepared so that they can be ready to show when Nintendo is ready to unveil the hardware. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty much just getting closer and closer to this brand new system being revealed, and yeah, I mean, more and more information is just coming out like this. Like here's just official confirmation right here from an email. So this isn't even like rumors that like a potential new system might come out or anything. This is literal emails with proof right here about a next generation system. So yeah, it's only a matter of time now before we finally hear something. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely be sure to click that like button. And also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm going to be having more videos talking about Nintendo's next generation system as the information comes out. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. How do you guys feel about Activision and this leaked email with the Nintendo Switch 2? Are there any Activision games that you would like to see on the Nintendo system? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.